Pictory AI, an AI tool designed to make content with little to no effort. You can simply paste in a script and you can get a fully edited video with subtitles, high quality background music, AI voiceovers, and even relevant B-roll footage. You can even paste in a link from an article or a blog, and Pictory will create a video from whatever link you've pasted in. You can also use their video editor, which requires no software and even no knowledge of video editing, considering how easy it is to use. Here's an example of what I've created just from simply pasting in a script.
Kyoto, Japan, offers a peaceful retreat into ancient traditions. Visit stunning temples like Kinkakuji.
And that's just the beginning of what you can do here with Pictory AI. In this review/tutorial, I'll be going through each of the available features and showing you just how easy it is to create content with Pictory. We'll start on the dashboard. If you don't have an account, you can get a 14-day free trial through the link provided in the description. I'll also be giving you guys a special code at the end of the video, which can be applied to any planned Pictory offer to allow you to save a lot of money. So make sure to stick around. And then once you are at the dashboard, you are presented with 4 options. I'll start with script to video. You're then taken to the script editor, where you can give your video a name and paste in your script. So for this example, I will be doing the top 3 activities to do in Japan. Then I can paste in my script, which I have gotten from ChatGPT. Now before we click proceed, I want to go through this script and just clean it up. This allows Pictory to create a better video. So what I've done is added an intro, cleaned up the script, and also added an outro. This shouldn't be a very long process. Once completed, you can then click proceed. Once completed, you are taken to the storyboard, where as you can see, there is quite a lot of things to go through. However, it is all very simple. Starting off on the storyboard, you have your scenes on the left, which is made up of your script. In total, we do have 12 scenes, and each of these scenes, it does have subtitles with different backgrounds in each of them, all relevant to the main keywords within that scene. We can also go through our scenes at the bottom here, which acts like a timeline. To edit these subtitles, you can simply click a scene of choice and then click the subtitles, which will then bring up a bunch of different options, allowing you to edit your subtitles. So we can do a lot of different things, such as changing the font, the size, making it bold, repositioning it so it's either on the left or right or in the center, change the text color along with the background color, which for this case is the border. So at the moment it is set on black. I can choose to add text shadow color and adjust the text width as well. I can position it just from a click. So if I wanted the text to be in the middle, I can click the middle square. I can also add animation to my text. So for example, this is the entry text. What I can do is hover over an animation like this one, which is fade, and it will give you a preview on the right of what it would look like if you were to apply the animation. They also provide the same thing for the exit animation as well, which I can simply add just by clicking the animation. I can also change the highlight color, which is the main keyword within that scene. For this example, it is Japan. And then once you are happy with your style, you can choose to save it as a style so you can use this for future projects, or you can choose to apply this to all of your scenes. So you don't have to go through each individual scene and redo all of your editing of your text. Once clicked, I can go through my scenes, and as you can see, it is applied my text. Moving on to the background, what I can do to change the background is choose a scene again, of course, and then go to the visuals in the top left here. And then I can search for an image or a video in the search bar here. For example, I can type in Tokyo Temple, and then as you can see, it shows me a bunch of different images or videos that I can use for my background. And to apply a different background, you simply just click on it and it will then apply to whatever scene you are on. You can also choose to preview the scene to make sure you are happy with that background and the text. You can also choose to add a static background shown here, or you can choose to upload your own and even go through your recents and your harded as well. Moving on to the audio, which I consider to be the main part of the video. Here you can choose to add different background music, voiceovers, and even upload your own if you weren't happy with the ones available. Starting on the background music area, you can preview the track by clicking the play button. There's 15,000 different tracks available, so there's definitely a lot of tracks that you can go through. You can also sort it between the mood, purpose, genre, duration, and to apply the track, you hover over it, and then click apply. If you wanted to adjust the background music, you can simply click the little cog in the top right, and then you can adjust it accordingly. Moving on to voiceovers, you can choose between 68 different premium voices by 11 Labs, which by the way is very high quality. Just like background music, you can preview the AI voiceover, and if you were happy with one, you can simply click generate and apply, and this AI voiceover will read out all of the subtitles within your scenes. You can also adjust this by clicking the volume icon here. You can also choose to apply your own background music or a voiceover of your choice. If you do have a paid plan, you can use AI Auto Sync, which will match your audio to your video. So instead of having to record a video, cut and paste your voice to match it with the subtitles, Pictory will do it for you. This is a very nice feature to have, and it will save you a lot of time, especially if you're creating a lot of content. Moving on to the styles area, here you can choose between a lot of different styles that are available in the Pictory library. So if you weren't fond on making your own style, you can choose between a lot of different styles shown, or you can click My Styles, where you can go through the styles that you have saved. So just like I demonstrated before, any style that you have saved, you can simply apply it to any scene of your choice. A very nice feature which repurposes your text, so you don't have to go through every project constantly editing and changing your text. You can simply go to your styles and apply it. Then we can look at the text area, where you can choose to add a heading, subheading, or even a body of text within your scenes. Now do keep in mind that the AI voiceover that you do apply will not read any of these text boxes. It will only read the subtitles that are provided within your scenes, so definitely keep that in mind when adding a heading, subheading, or a body of text. Next is branding. You can choose to add your own branding throughout your video. What you can do is click create a brand, and then you can create your own brand, of course, by simply adding in your brand name, logo, your colors, and the font that you want to choose as well. Once filled out, you can then click create. So you can choose to upload your custom intros and outros, along with any background music that you want within your brand. And the same goes for the AI voices. Essentially what creating a brand does is it applies all of your preferences under one area. So you don't have to go through each project going through to find the AI voice that you want within this brand, or the same thing with the background music. It applies it all into one area, which can be accessed all from one click. Once you have filled out everything, you can then click save and apply. And then when you do create a new project, you can go to the branding area and then select a brand, click affiliation for my example here, and then click continue to apply it to all of my scenes. Moving on to the elements tab, you can add a lot of different shapes and elements to your video. You can also add stickers as well as different GIFs, and you can even apply different emojis. And then finally, we can look at the format area, where you can change the aspect ratio of your video. You can choose between 16:9, which is landscape and usually for YouTube. There's also 9:16, which is good for TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. And then you can also choose 1:1 square, which is good for Instagram posts. At the top here, you can also choose between the video resolution. Of course, I would always suggest going the highest, which in this case is 1080p. Another cool feature that you can also do within your scenes is add a nice transition. So if we look at the timeline in the bottom right here, there's a little icon in between each of the scenes. If we click on this, we can add a transition. So I like to keep things very clean, so I'll stick with the fade transition. So after editing everything to your liking, you can choose to preview your video to make sure everything is right and the way that you want it. And after that is done and you are happy with the preview, you can choose to download your video. Once clicked, it will start to process your scenes, turning it into a functioning video for you to upload to any platform you desire. Next, we are going to be looking at blog to video. So what I've done is gotten a random blog again on the topic of Japan. I can then paste in the link and then click generate video. And instead of adding the whole article into a video, it summarizes the key points within that article or blog and then turns that into a video, so it is a lot more engaging rather than just loaded with information. This is a short article, so there isn't too much information to go off. However, if you weren't happy with certain information that was provided within these scenes, you can simply delete that scene, or you can choose to add a certain part of the article that isn't already added by simply clicking the text. Once clicked, it will add a different scene, allowing you to incorporate it within your video. Once you have gone through your scenes and you are happy with with the information provided, you can then click next in the top right, and just like the scripted video, it will then create a storyboard for you to edit in. And there we go, we are taken back to the storyboard. And just like I've shown you before, we can do the same process of editing, such as changing the text, the background, adding your own AI voiceover, or even just your own voiceover as well, which also brings me to a good point. And if you did save your styles or create a brand, you can simply click one of the two here like shown, select your brand, and then apply it, and it will then apply the voiceover that you chose as well as your chosen background music. And that goes for the same thing with your styles. By clicking your styles area, you can go to my styles and apply them. So just by doing a little bit of work, you can save all of that work and apply it to different projects. Once you have gone through your article to video and you are happy with the outcome, you can then click download and download your video. Next, we're going to have a look at edit videos with AI. Once clicked, you can drag and drop a file on your computer to this area. Once applied, you can then click proceed. It will then upload your video, allowing you to edit everything within. Once processed, you're then taken to an editing area where you can go through the text and edit your video. Now personally, I don't like this editing space. I do like to click the top right here which says customize video, which will then take me back to the storyboard. And there we go, we are taken back to the storyboard where we can do the same type of editing that we've previously done on the scripted video and article to video. I do prefer this editing space a lot more than the other. However, if you were interested in the other one, of course, you can definitely experiment and try it out. And just like the rest, once you have gone through your video and you were happy with it, you can then click download. And then finally, we can look at visuals to video. What we can do with visuals to video is create a captivating slideshow from any media files that you upload. And then once you do choose your photos, it will then allow you to arrange them in a certain way. So if I wanted to move a certain photo to the top, I can simply just click and drag it to the top. Of course, you would have more photos. However, just for this example, I will only be using 3 photos. And you can also add tags, which can help you organize your video or your scenes in the storyboard area. Once happy, you can then click proceed. And again, it will take you back to the storyboard, which will allow you to edit everything again. Just like all of the others, once you are happy with your video, you can then click download. Now, everything that I have shown and demonstrated within this video is all great within reason, of course. All of the features that I have showcased within this video aren't for free. Again, you can get a 14-day free trial with the link provided in the description, but once that has ended, you do have to get a plan to continue to use Pictory. So I'll now move on to the pricing for Pictory and I'll showcase all of the plans that are available. To get to the plans area, if you were on a free trial, there should be an upgrade button in the top left. However, if that button is not there, simply click your profile in the top right and click my subscription. And then as shown, there is 4 plans you can choose between. There is the starter plan, professional, teams, and enterprise. Now currently I am using the professional plan and I have been using it for years. I'll definitely recommend, if you had to choose between any of these plans, to choose the professional, considering that you do get the most out of this plan. And as I said earlier at the start of this video, I will now show you a special code that you can use to save a lot of money on a Pictory plan. So let's say, for example, you were interested in the starter plan. I can go ahead and click buy now. And then in the coupon code area, you can go ahead and type in the code coupon20 as shown and then click apply. And then as you can see, from originally $228 per year, it is now gone down to $182 per year, saving you a total of $45.60, which is a really nice discount. And of course, the higher the plan costs, the more you will save. So then if you were still happy with your plan, you can go ahead and click proceed. So hopefully I've shown you why Pictory AI is really the best for content creation. Simply pasting in a script or even just a link or some photos, you can get a really good high quality video, which you can choose to upload to any platform for any types of content. It's crazy how much of the work Pictory does for you. And again, you really don't need much knowledge when it comes to video editing, considering that Pictory does it all for you. And you gain access to all of these features within a reasonable price. I'd highly recommend checking out Pictory AI. Thanks a lot for watching my Pictory AI video. Hopefully you did gain value from this video. Again, any relevant information will be provided within the description. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.